Namaste.
Pranam Swamiji.
Namaste,
Swamiji.
namaste. How are you keeping?
Okay, how are you, Swami?
Okay, very good.
Pranam Swamiji.
Namaste, welcome.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Namaste.
Pranam.
Namaste. Hari Om. Okay, we'll start with our prayer. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha. Your nectar-like words, warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed eradicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. So we are studying the life of Holy Mother, Sri Sarada Devi. As we know, Holy Mother, the consort of Sri Ramakrishna, the incarnation of this age, So when an incarnation is incarnated, then his consort also comes, because many things cannot be explained by the counterpart. That means this society is made up of two, as we know, male and female. So something should be conveyed by the Shakti. Though we find in the case of Rama, Sita only had to suffer a lot. In the case of Krishna, again, Shakti was separated right in the beginning. After that, of course, Rukmini and other Shaktis, they played their part, but not that significant one. In the case of Shankaracharya, we see he had no such counterpart. In the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we also find that she was dormant, but in the case of Sri Ramakrishna, mother played a significant part. And it was required for that time, because as we know, in a society, some values are eternal, but some values keep on changing. So in the changing situations, there must be some corrections. Otherwise, there are chances that there will be some aberration. For instance, we see in the West, there was a movement, women's liberation of women, and it was required. But what should be its nature, so that the society grows in a healthy way? What was that? It is difficult for ordinary people to consider and adopt. We see in the life of Holy Mother, Mother is liberal, very Catholic in her view, open to new culture, not like old Indian society. Mother accepted even the foreigners with her open attitude. So, in spite of all these things, one thing she highlighted: a motherly value. In a society, we find that society progresses where mother is the center. Because mother is the ideal of forbearance, ideal of forgiveness, ideal of sacrifice, tolerance, whatever divine qualities that we find very much present in the character of Holy Mother. In contrast, if we see the Western society, Shakti plays a part which sometimes contradict, and so it's not motherly. Of course, mothers are also there, but we find the expression is more as a companion, whereas motherly situation is commanding at the same time with all sacrifices. So this ideal is very difficult to even explain, which was depicted in the life of Holy Mother. how she spent her life accepting all, rejecting none, at the same time putting an ideal before womanhood. And Nivedita said that Sarada Devi was chalice of Sri Ramakrishna, the greatest gift that has given by Sri Ramakrishna to the world was Holy Mother, or is Holy Mother. So this ideal is to be inculcated. It is to be considered, to be contemplated, and also those qualities are to be assimilated in our lives. So that is why we are reading this, and many times we are wonderstruck that how a village girl adopted the whole range of spiritual moods, social customs, behavior pattern, whatnot, everything that we find in that life. One day, a disciple told Holy Mother, Mother, you are very simple, very ordinary. Mother said, yes, my son, I am very ordinary and simple. But can you find another like me? Then only that disciple could understand the value of Holy Mother. So let us go forward with her life. And I see Paul is there, so we can start 27, ministry through correspondence. So in the beginning, I just read that Chandi Shloka. Medhe Saraswati Vari Bhuti Babhravi Tamasi Niyate Tvam Prasideshe Narayani Namastute. O Mother Narayani, you are Saraswati, our intelligence. You are the supreme goddess, endowed with sattva, rajas, and tamas. Be propitious unto us, O Mother. We bow to you. So our salutations to Mother, because Mother is the ideal. In a family, when Mother is at the center, then everything runs in a better and befitting way. Here, especially in America, it is very unfortunate that the family is breaking because mothers are to adopt these qualities and to accept and be a cohesive force in a society. Then only the society will progress. Okay, Paul.
So we're on page 499. As the human face,
499, correct.
As the human face is reflected on a mirror, so the human mind is manifested.
Your sound is very low. Can you come closer?
I'm pretty close. I can't really. There's a desk in my way.
Okay.
Huh. Hello. I could talk louder.
Okay, just a minute. Let me find out.
Maybe you got to turn your volume up.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Okay, now tell.
All right. As the human face is reflected on a mirror, so the human mind is manifested through letters. When we read someone's letter, we get some glimpses of that person's mind. Goethe said, letters are among the most significant memorial a person can leave behind them.
Goethe said.
Yeah,
Goethe,
he's a
right?
French
Goethe,
philosopher.
right?
Right?
Goethe. Though there is no R, the Goethe. Okay.
In the old days, when there was no telephone or internet, people who lived some distance away from each other communicated through letters. St. Paul conducted part of his spiritual ministry through correspondence. His letters to the Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, Thessalonians, and others carried the message of Christ and still inspire millions of Christians. Swami Vivekananda also inspired people through his immortal letters. Although Ramakrishna and Holy Mother did not have much formal education, they were endowed with communication skills, which are indispensable for disseminating ideas. Ramakrishna went to the Lahas primary school in Kamarpukur for a brief period and learned to read and write. He could sign his name, and he also copied some scriptures, which are now preserved in the archives of Belur Mutt. On 9 March 1883, he said to M, "During my childhood, I could paint well, but arithmetic made my head spin. I couldn't learn simple arithmetic." The master did not care for a bread-earning education, so he eventually became a dropout.
Okay, so what does it mean? That arithmetic, whatever is sequential, when mind is concentrated, then it cannot put its attention to sequences. So Sri Ramakrishna sometimes he would count like this: 1, 5, 3, 4, 8, like that. There was no sequence. Because for going sequentially, mind should be alert and outgoing. But his mind was always indrawn. That is why he could not put attention. Even once M was depicting how solar and lunar eclipses happen, but Sri Ramakrishna could not put attention. Another time, a microscope was brought to Dakshineshwar, and it was explained that if Sri Ramakrishna would see from the eyepiece, then a hair can be seen as big as finger. But he could not see through that, because that means he has to bring his mind and put his mind there. So for Samadhivan Purush, putting mind in other objects is difficult. It is like this. A adept in singing, they cannot sing wrong notes. Similar. So he could not do mathematics. But he could paint and make sculptures. And his handwriting was very nice. Okay.
But Swami,
Yes.
I understand that normally that's true, but if he was God himself, omniscient, and all mathematics comes from God, why couldn't he?
Okay.
Even though, yes, he would be, when he was near Samadhi, he couldn't, but since he was God and omniscient, couldn't he?
Correct. So it is said, Yaha Sarvagya Sarvavit. That means the knower of self knows everything in general and knows everything in particular. If he puts his mind, you see, like, do you remember your dream yesterday? Try to remember. So it is futile for a person who has realization. He puts his mind in God, remembering God, and not in these ordinary things. For us, it is very valuable. Statistics, we try to remember statistics, features of various people. But those who have gone through the rigmarole of this world, they know it is all futile. As we do not care to remember what happened last night in my dream, similarly, they don't bother about this. If they try, they can do it, but they don't want to because they know that it is futile. That's the reason.
So he could if he wanted to, but
Correct.
okay.
See, like he remembered all, say, various gesture and posture of, people, those who are enacting dramas, and even the whole drama he would recite. That is why when they wanted Shiva, so people thought he is the best person to play that part. But as soon as he entered in the stage, on the stage, he was absorbed in samadhi. Because for him, it requires a little suggestion, then his mind would go to the higher realm.
So on the other hand, though, Swami Vivekananda needed that for his message, so he became brilliant in math and science and
Yeah. And also, like physically, he should be able to travel. But Sri Ramakrishna used to weep that my Nityananda, my Gauranga used to go from door to door, and I need a vehicle to go to Calcutta even, only 5 miles away. So he used to weep. But that part was done by Swami Vivekananda. And in the case of Rama also we find Hanuman had to play that part. So Swamiji said jokingly that last time I had to leap over the ocean, but in this yuga I am going by their own ship. No need of leaping. Okay. Yeah, Paul.
There is no record that Ramakrishna wrote any letters to anyone or dictated letters, but on 29 August 1885, the master received a letter from Purna Chandra Ghosh, in which Purna had written, "I am feeling extremely happy. Now and then I cannot sleep at night for joy." After hearing this letter, the master said, "I feel thrilled to hear this. Even later on, he will be able to keep this bliss. Let me see the letter."
See, for us it has no value, but for him it had great significance because by touching he could feel the feeling of Purna. So that's the difference. Yeah.
He pressed the letter in the palm of his hand and said, "Generally, I cannot touch letters, but this is a good letter. It is not a great fortune for a devotee that an avatar, is it not a great fortune for a devotee that an avatar was thinking of his welfare?" Holy Mother learned how to read and write, but according to Yogin Ma, she did not know how to count money. Holy Mother now and then received some money, which the devotees sent to her through a money order or gave to her as a gift. She would touch the money to her forehead, as money represents the Divine Mother Lakshmi, and then put it in a box. Later, she would give it to her disciples to buy groceries. One day in Udbodhan house, Swami Arupananda said to Holy Mother, "Mother, I sometimes see you reading the Ramayana. When did you learn to read?" The mother replied that she had learned the alphabet when she was a little girl from her brother Prasanna and cousin Ramnath. She and Ramakrishna's niece, Lakshmi, later learned Varna Parichay.
Okay, before that, that later, that Holy Mother now and then received some money. So Mother herself is goddess of fortune, but she did not care about, give that importance. Of course, she adored. When money came, she touched by her head, but then he kept in a box, and somebody asked, so she would give that box. Okay, take. So, what it means? As Sri Ramakrishna was renunciate, Mother was like that, not attached with money. So, taka mati, mati taka. The money is as valued as mud. For them, it has less significance. Of course, they put attention wherever is required. Sri Ramakrishna would say, when I'm going out, I ask someone to lock my room, though there was nothing there. But it is discipline, so that one is not callous. One should be attentive. One should give importance wherever it is due. We generally, what happens? We are not that careful. But this is for our teaching. So wherever it is required, yes, we have to put our attention. Yes.
Part 1, the Bengali primer at Kamarpukur. But Hride took the mother's book away because he did not believe girls should be educated. Yikes. Later, at Dakshineshwar, the master engaged a boy named Sharat Samanta to teach her Varna Parichay, Part 2. Then in 1885, when the master left for Shyampukur to be treated for cancer, a girl from Bhava Mukherjee's family in Dakshineshwar taught Holy Mother to read fluently the Ramayana and other holy books. See Chapter 2 for more details on Holy Mother's education.
So, Varna Parichay means introduction to alphabets. And it was written by Vidyasagar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. And that is the primer for learning Bengali. And Mother is to read that. And of course, like that time, that was the problem. Especially women are not given that opportunity in villages. In cities, they were free to take education, but not in villages. And Swamiji was pained seeing the difficulties of women. Okay, go ahead. You are silent.
There we go. Okay.
Ramakrishna once.
Yeah. Ramakrishna once said about Holy Mother, she is Sarada, Saraswati. She has come to give knowledge. Saraswati is the goddess of learning. By her will, the mother received whatever education she needed to conduct her spiritual ministry. As she had many disciples and devotees in various parts of India and abroad, she often received letters from them asking for help with their problems or asking questions about spiritual practices. All these she answered. When the disciples' letters were read to her,
and she solved, just a minute, she solved many difficult questions. Once, Swamiji went to Mayavati. Swamiji wanted to have one Advaita ashram where there should not be any outer worship, ritualistic worship. And one should be able to practice Advaita, non-dual way of spiritual practice. But when Swamiji visited, I think 1901, then he saw people in their room, they have small shrines and they are worshipping Sri Ramakrishna. And then he said, I thought there will be one place, there will be no outer worship, but I see the old man has entered here also. That's Sri Ramakrishna. So that monk was upset because Sri Ramakrishna was his chosen ideal, Ishta, and he was worshipping him. And what is wrong in it? So he wrote a letter to Holy Mother. And Holy Mother, for her, just imagine, in India, husbands are considered as God. And that also in a about 20 years old. Sri Ramakrishna was say older, about 20 years older. And secondly, God realized. So any wife would say, what is harm there to worship Sri Ramakrishna? But mother gave verdict. Once for all, that was decided. She wrote, what Swamiji has said is right. He who is our Guru is Advaita. And I firmly say that we are all Advaitin. Therefore, what Swamiji has said, accept that and follow. So this is, like a Supreme Court. Once mother passed, that means nobody can question after this. Similarly, Swamiji introduced service to ordinary human being as service to Shiva. Service to Jiva is to service to Shiva, God. Serve God in man. So people thought that Sri Ramakrishna did not say this. Sri Ramakrishna always said, first realize God, and then this world. God alone is real. This is all temporary. So people thought Swamiji could not understand Sri Ramakrishna and he is introducing his own whims. Even M. Mahendranath Gupta, the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. But when Holy Mother visited Varanasi, she recognized it and said that I see here God is being served in a human being. The Thakur's work is going on here. And then Brahmanandji was there. He sent a monk to fetch M. What mother said, to convey that to M. And then M had no other way but to accept. Because when mother said, that's final. So like this, mother solved many difficult and typical problems. Okay, go ahead.
When the disciples' letters were read to her, she would dictate her answers, which were written down by some of her disciples, including Swami Arupananda, Swami Parameshwarananda.
Parameshwarananda.
That's a tongue twister.
Parameshwara.
Parameshwarananda.
Yeah.
Brahmachari Gopesh, Brahmachari Barda, Brahmachari Jnanananda, Brahmachari Hemendra, and Sarajubala Sen Shivaram, Ramakrishna's nephew. Her nieces Radu, Maku, and Nalini also sometimes took dictation from her. Even her mailman, Yogendra, wrote down letters for her.
Yeah. In villages, that is the trend. Postman would come and he would read the letters to the receiver of that letter, because he or she may not be able to read it. And then they will request, dear, can you write a reply on my behalf? And this is the theme. And postman would write the letter and would post. So like that. Okay, go ahead.
In the early days, there were not many educated people in Jairambati. When Yogendra, the mailman, brought a letter to her, she asked him to read it to her. She then dictated an answer to him, and he mailed it for her. Of course, she gave him refreshments in appreciation.
So both are benefited.
In May 2006, the Ramakrishna Mission Institute of Culture published a Bengali book entitled Mayer Chitti, Holy Mother's
Mayer
Letters,
Chitti. Yeah, Holy Mother's letters.
which contains 361 letters. This book includes 108 letters that were originally published in the Sri Sri Mayer Padaprante Part 3 by the Udbodhan office in Calcutta. As the present book is a biography of Holy Mother and not a collection of her letters, we will only look at some letters that illustrate various facets of her life. In this chapter, we shall first reproduce the available letters of the Mother that were written in English. Then we shall include translations of some important letters originally written in Bengali. The translations are my own, except as indicated. Finally, we shall translate a few letters written by the Mother's disciples. For uniformity and style, we have taken some liberty regarding the spelling and punctuation in these letters. These letters are replete with spiritual instructions, historical facts, and incidents concerning the Ramakrishna order. Above all, they shed light on Holy Mother's life. During her lifetime, she traveled between Calcutta and Jairambati many times. She went on pilgrimages in various parts of India, and she was extremely busy serving and initiating disciples in Jairambati and Calcutta. Sometimes she suffered from malaria and rheumatism. It is amazing how she maintained contact with the disciples of the Master and also with her own disciples. Despite her lack of a modern education and her rural upbringing, she was always dignified in her manners. Whenever anybody sent money or a gift to her, she always acknowledged it and sent her blessings.
So,
Nice.
yeah, that was amazing. And she was accompanied by so many distractions. You know, one was crazy, and few were half crazy, and some greedy, and all that. So many things were happening at the same time. And then she was cooking. And with all this, she had great number of disciples. From far-flung, people came for initiation. From East Bengal, Assam, even South, even West India, of course. So a great number of devotees came for initiation, and she accepted almost all. Almost, why I'm saying, because I'm not sure. Only once, what I understand, that initially she refused to initiate, but then she accepted. So anyway, yes, go ahead.
Letters to Western devotees. Holy Mother's letters to her Western devotees demonstrate her affection for them and her deep interest in the Vedanta work in the West. Written on 4 April 1900 in Jairambati to Sister Nivedita in the West. May this letter carry all blessings. My dear, love to you, baby daughter Nivedita. I am so glad to learn that you have prayed to the Lord for my eternal peace. You are a manifestation of the ever blissful Mother. I look at your photograph, which is with me every now and then, and it seems as if you are present with me. I long for the day and the year when you shall return. May the prayers you have uttered for me from the heart of your pure virgin soul be answered. I am well and happy. I always pray to the Lord to help you in your efforts and to keep you strong and happy. I pray too for your quick return. May He fulfill your desires about the women's home in India, and may the would-be home fulfill its mission in teaching true Dharma to all.
So Holy Mother used to call Nivedita Kuki. Kuki means baby girl, small baby girl. That affectionately she would address her. And Nivedita also felt, in presence of Mother, she felt like a small girl. Yeah, she wrote also. Her letters are also very, very expressive. Yeah.
He, the breath of the universe, is singing His own praise, and you are hearing that eternal song through things that will come to an end. The trees, the birds, the hills, and all are singing praises to the Lord. The Banyan of Dakshineshwar sings of Kali, to be sure, and blessed is he who has ears to hear it. I was so glad to hear of the faith of Mrs. Waterman. She who thinks she has not lost her beloved, even after the fall of the body, has really attained to light, for the soul can never die, even when the body falls. I am glad to hear that it has strengthened her to hear of me. May she be a help to your work. My love and blessings to Mrs. May Wright Sewell. My dear, love to you and blessings and prayers for your spiritual growth. You are indeed doing good work, but do not forget your Bengali, or I shall not be able to understand you when you come back. It gave me such delight to know that you were speaking of Dhruva, Savitri, Sitaram, and so on there.
Yeah.
The accounts of their holy lives are better than all the vain talks of the world, I am sure. Oh, how beautiful are the name and the doings of the Lord. Your mother.
Wow, very good. Go ahead.
Written on 28 July 1910 in Bagbazar, Calcutta, to Sarah Bull, United States. Mother, hearing that you are very ill, I am very anxious about you. I heard from your daughter Nivedita that you are a little better. I am praying to Thakur, the Lord, for your speedy recovery. Your recovery will cause me great joy. I have come here to Calcutta, and all my children are well, except Yogin, who is not quite well, about which I am a little anxious and very, very sorry. I have offered on your behalf to the feet of Ramakrishna a tulsi and a bell leaf, and 3 evenings sitting before him, I have prayed for you. Also, I want to know if Jaya, Josephine MacLeod, is going to you. Please give her my warm blessings, and do not forget Christine if you see her. I am so sorry to hear that your daughter is not at present with you in this time of illness. And now from our Lord I am sending you a flower and sandal dust, which I offered to him with worship. My deep love and blessings you will realize. I love you very much and bless you from my heart. We are far away from you, but I always feel as if you were quite near. Your Ma.
Wonderful letter. Okay, go ahead.
Holy Mother wrote to Sister Devamata, an American disciple of Swami Paramananda.
Okay, just a
few
minute.
days-
You know, regarding Mrs. Olibul was a great devotee of Swamiji, and she visited Calcutta. And Mother took her very cordially. She was very helpful to Swamiji especially. And later she donated an island to the Vedanta Society and for its work. But her daughter fought against and ultimately she won. But the day she won, she died. So that's a tragedy. But as I find that during her illness, the daughter was not with her. So anyway, yes, go ahead.
Holy Mother wrote to Sister Devamata, an American disciple of Swami Paramananda, a few days after Devamata's arrival in Madras from the United States. This letter was written in Bengali and translated by Swami Ramakrishnananda. Date and location
Ramakrishnananda.
unknown. My dear Devamata, I am very glad to hear of your great devotion to my Lord. You are my daughter. May infinite devotion rise up in your heart. This is my blessing to you. For this I pray to my Lord. May you live long and along with all my other children. May you remain merged in bliss eternal. I am doing well, your affectionate mother.
And Devamata stayed for, some years in India. Actually, she was disciple of Swami Paramananda. Paramananda, though disciple of Swami Brahmananda ji, but later he left the order. And in Cohasset in New England, there in the East Coast, that ashram is still there. Yes.
Devamata visited Holy Mother in Calcutta and then returned to Madras and finally to the United States. She published the following extracts from Holy Mother's letters in her book, Days in an Indian Monastery. Date and location unknown. My sweet daughter, your loving letters are duly at hand. Excuse me, please, not to answer you in time. I always remember you. Whenever I see the place you used to sit and meditate, your loving form comes to my mind. All the inmates of this house always speak of you. I am glad to learn in your last letter that Swami Ramakrishnananda is feeling better. All well here. With my blessings, your most affectionate mother. Date and location unknown. My sweet daughter, your letter of the 1st of November I received. I cannot tell you the joy I felt on receiving it. I have come here to Puri for a change and will stay here for a month or two more. I hope you will write to me every now and then. I am feeling better now. I am glad to learn of the removal of the quarters of the Boston work and the spreading of the Lord's doctrine progressively day by day. I always think of you, my sweet daughter. Hope you are quite well now. With my loving blessings, your loving mother.
And the previous letter, she signed herself. Which one? Yeah, like this. The asterisk here there. So mother signed that one. Okay.
Date unknown. Bagh Bazar, Calcutta, India. My beloved daughter, your letter of August 16th received. I was thinking of you when the letter came to me, so you can easily guess how much joy it has given me. I am glad to go through the part which gives the report of the work there. Please convey my love and blessings to Paramananda and to all the devotees there, both in Washington and Boston. I am more glad to find you well again and doing Thakur's work with earnest zeal. I am indeed very happy to receive this news. I am feeling myself somewhat better now. Sharadananda, Yogan Ma, Golap Ma, Satyakama, Kusum Devi, Ganen, Nivedita, and Sudhira are all right. They often speak of you. With my love and blessings to you, my beloved daughter, your affectionate mother.
So Ganen, Brahmachari Ganen, served Holy Mother, but unfortunately he later left the order. So anyway, these are the And yeah, otherwise it's okay. Fine. Go ahead.
Date unknown. Sundaravilas, Madras, India. My sweet daughter, I am glad to receive your letters dated January 17th and February 9th. The report of the work of both Washington and Boston is interesting to me, and I would like to hear more in future.
So, for mother, now even we did not know where is Boston, where is Washington. But yeah, somebody must have told. Yeah, go ahead.
I was at Kotar for nearly 2 months and have come over here. Now I am residing in the same house in which you lived. I have been here for a month and a half. Meanwhile, I went to visit Rameshwaram and stayed there for 4 days.
Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram.
Rameshwaram.
Where Rama, crossed the ocean, building a bridge
To Sri Lanka.
to Sri Lanka to conquer Ravana. So the remnant of that is still there, and NASA has taken aerial photograph and said that this should be man-made because of the
Nal and Neil? Nal and Neil? Weren't they like
and Nalanil and others, Hanuman.
Yeah.
Because of the structure, it is unusual to be nature made. It should be man made. Okay.
The family of Balaram Babu is here with me. All are doing well here except a lady of the same family who is suffering from enteric fever. As soon as she gets cured, we will start for Calcutta. Tomorrow I will have to go to Bangalore and will spend there a day or two. Thence I will come back here. Swami Ramakrishnananda is somewhat better now. All the other Swamis are well. My blessings to you and to Swami Paramananda and to all the devotees both in Washington and Boston. Your affectionate mother.
Another thing, Swami Vivekananda wrote many letters. Initially, it was 1 volume, like a Holy Mother's Life, a little less than that. Now it is in 4 volumes and big volumes. So Swamiji also wrote many letters. Yeah, go ahead.
Devamata writes regarding the following letter. Quote, a short time before her going came this last letter from her. Date and location unknown. My sweet daughter, my blessings be on your head. After a long time, I have received a letter from you. Sriman Basanta, Swami Paramananda, and you are keeping well. Hearing this, I am very happy. You are my daughter. You are also my mother because you have prayed for my welfare to the Lord. Give my blessings to Sriman Basanta, and for you also my blessings to all. What grief I have suffered due to the passing away of Babu Ram, Swami Premananda, I cannot convey in a letter. I am happy to know that Basanta's Paramananda work is going on so well. I'm sorry to hear that because of much pressure of work, he cannot come here. I hope he will try to come when it is again possible. Convey my blessings to all the people living at the Mutt, the monastery. May the Lord make you all his true children is my prayer. Write to me about your own welfare. Write me. From the one who blesses you, Mata Thakuran.
Thakurani. Thakur and Thakurani. Another thing, Holy Mother used to call all direct disciples by their pre-monastic name, like Naren, Rakhal, Baburam. because mother hesitated to call them by their monastic name. Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Letters to Swami's Indian disciples and devotees. Written in English on June 4, 1917 in Jairambati, Annur, and Hooghly to Prabhu, later Swami Vireshwarananda. My dear Prabhu, your letter is at hand. I remember you, my darling, very well. I am very glad to hear that you have become a sadhu and taken brahmacharya from Rakhal, my favorite son. You should not come to me now. Carry out the order of Rakhal. I hope that you should be able to overcome all such difficulties by his, Thakur's, grace. Pray to him and he will favor you. Try to meditate yourself every day regularly and you will progress gradually. Don't be downcast, my boy. I am very glad to hear that the new mutt at Madras has been opened. I hope that it will be completed well in time. I am well. I bless you affectionately. You should write to me whenever you want. Do not be sorry because you do not know Bengali. With blessing to you and all my sons of the mutt, your Holy Mother. Oh, P.S. You may write in English, but write clearly.
Later, Swami Vireshwaranji became 10th president of the order. And when Swami Brahmananji was traveling to Madras, he saw him from distance. Though he was a short person, and he asked his name. He said, Prabhu. So later he said, I'll make you real Prabhu. That means, that's why he became the 10th president of the order and disciple of Holy Mother and my Guru Deva. Okay, go ahead.
Written on 7/9/1913 in Jairambati to Nishi Kumar Ganguly of Ibrahimpur, Tripura. My dear son, I am very pleased to receive your letter. At present, I am doing fine. Pray to the Master. By his grace, your mind will gradually become pure. Does the mind become calm suddenly? Many sages and rishis practice severe sadhana and austerities their whole lives. Still, sometimes they fall from the spiritual path. So one should practice sadhana. The mind becomes pure and calm by crying to God with a longing heart. Are the devotees of the Master equal even though all of them received his grace? One needs to practice sadhana. Please accept my blessings, your mother.
So sadhana is very important. Sadhana. Sadhana means whatever one is pursuing, repeated practice. And here we have the holy name that should be repeated and also live a righteous life. Earnest prayer. That is most important. Yes.
Written on 18 December 1913 in the Udbodhan office, Bagbazar, Calcutta, to Nishikanta Majumdar. My dear son, I have received your letter. You have mentioned that the condition of your mind is bad. The mind is like a mad elephant. Control the restless mind by discrimination. Pray to the Master. Everyone experiences such condition of the mind. Please accept my blessings, your mother. Written on 2 October 1916 in Calcutta to Kamala Bala Devi in Sadarpur. My dear daughter, I learned from your letter everything about your present condition. When one assumes a human body, one has to undergo various kinds of sufferings. What can you do? This is the natural law of this world. The more a person lifts his mind from these worldly affairs and puts it in God, the more he attains peace. Real peace dawns when one becomes absorbed in chanting God's name. Surrender to the Master and tell him all of your difficulties. He will do everything favorable for you. Please accept my blessings, the Mother, your mother.
So these are these letters were treasure to the recipient. Whenever we receive a letter from our gurus, then we keep it, and especially Holy Mother's letter. So, yeah, go ahead.
Written on 11 November 1916 in Calcutta to a now unknown recipient. My dear son, I am pleased to receive your letter. I have no opinion about your investiture of the sacred thread ceremony. It is good. It is a social affair. You decide what is good for you in this respect. If you are initiated into this ritual, you must repeat the Gayatri mantra. And if you think you would not be able to follow it properly, then don't get involved just because you wish to. First, repeat your Ishta mantra, and then, if you wish, repeat any other mantra. There's no fixed time for repeating japa, but the morning and evening are the best times. Every day at any time, repeat your mantra. It is not good to skip daily sadhana. Please accept my blessings, your mother.
So here also we find some instruction that every day it should be repeated, and not only that, it should be preceded with all other mantras. First mantra is Ishta mantra. And Gayatri mantra, it's uplifting, no doubt, but that comes later. Yeah.
Written on 19 March 1917 in Jairambati to Manada Sankar Das Gupta. My dear son, I learned everything about you from your letter and recognized you also. I am greatly concerned about your illness. If you wish, you can consult Dr. Durga Prasad Sen and use his medicine. His medicine cured Radu. Try not to always think about your illness. Reduce your japa and meditation for some days. As you have mentioned the number of japa, please repeat a minimum 108 times, and if you can do more, that is well and good. If you have a keen desire to meditate on my form, do it, because there's no difference between me and the Master. The only difference exists between the two forms. The Master dwells inside my body. I bless you so that you may have unflinching devotion and faith at the feet of the Master. Your mother, your mother.
Yeah. So revelation is Thakur in that form. So, our gurus tell to meditate on either Sri Ramakrishna or Holy Mother. Especially for ladies, Holy Mother, and gents, Sri Ramakrishna. But it's the same content, it's not different. Okay. Okay, so time is up today. So should we read another and then
You want to do one more, Swami?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. Written on 17 August 1917 in Jairambati to Indra Dayal Bhattacharya, later Swami Prameshananda.
He was a great poet and wrote some songs. And he started a small ashrama with his own initiative. And later, he was a teacher. And from Sylhet, Srihatta, that means in now East Bengal, but a great soul. So yeah.
My dear son, I learned everything from your letter. The Master will bestow grace on you. I bless you so you may have unwavering devotion to the Master. Those who are coming to you will surely attain the Master's grace. The Master himself said that he who sincerely calls on him, even for a day, he will bestow grace on that person. I bless you with a long life, your mother.
Another one.
I know, these are amazing.
Hmm.
Written on 20 May 1918 in Bagbazar to
Mrinalini Ghosh. Mrinalini Ghosh.
an initiated disciple of the mother and the wife of Aurobindo Ghosh.
Yeah, later Aurobindo. So later
And the wife of Aurobindo Ghosh.
Aurobindo Ghosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later he was a spiritual leader, but that time he was a revolutionary freedom fighter.
Mm.
And he used to write fire in Bande Mataram. Okay.
My dear daughter, I am delighted to receive your letter and the fruit. I was doing well after arriving in Calcutta, but I have had a fever again for the last 2 days. Today I am better. I hope I will not get a temperature again. I received the news of Sudhira from Bhubaneswar. Please
Sudhira.
accept Sudhira?
Sudhira.
Sudhira
Hmm.
from Bhubaneswar. Please accept my blessings, your mother.
Okay. We'll stop here. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamah Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So today is simple. Akshay, is there any question?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Like, but then if I come close to God, then I won't be able to study physics. Like,
Why not?
he was not able to do arithmetic.
No. First you study. We'll not allow you to come closer to us. First you have to finish your study. Our monks are toppers. We have a scientist who received that Bhatnagar award. Have you heard about Mahan Maharaj? And then IIT. Lots of our monks are from IITs. IITs Kanpur, topper, Shirish Maharaj. And some are nuclear physicists. So they have completed their education, then they have come. We were also, when we approached, they said, first complete your education, then we'll see. Okay. So there is no escape. Here you'll have to here you'll have to read more, study more.
Okay, Akshay, there you go. No escaping.
Swami Lalchan, Swami Arupeshananda, he lived with Swami Atmarupananda and studied physics, and he got his PhD, and then he joined the order.
That's right. That is that. Otherwise, later one can feel, nice inferiority complex. So our swamis are always mindful to instruct the candidates. First you complete your education, If you cannot engage your mind there, how can you engage your mind in God? So first, you have to complete your education. And then if God wants, then only. It's not anybody's wish. It is His will. When He blesses, then only it happens. Right? This is not escapism. There is no space or place for escapism. And this modern world is completely different. And now AI, artificial intelligence, one has to be self-sufficient. And we have lots of schools and colleges. We need, even monks. We need educated monk, not uneducated. Right? Okay. Thank you very much. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Om
Jai Ma,
Purnam
Swamiji.
Maharaj.
Yes, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Oise
Jai Ma.
Purnamada. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. You know, Sri Ramakrishna came, and Ramakrishna order is a bit different from other orders. So here, all are modern educated, but at the same time, they are steeped in the traditional knowledge. That happens later, but first, one has to go through the present time.
Maharaj,
Eh?
Swami Shantarupanandaji used to say, if Thakur come back, he cannot enter his own kingdom now because he doesn't have a degree.
And mother also. Mother would not get
Mother.
entry to Sarada Math. No, see, like a special education is different. For them, they don't need anything like this. But it is essential to have train one's intellect so that one can grasp subtle ideas. So the outer education, like science, etc., that hones our intellect, that trains our intellect. Then we can understand higher thoughts.
Swami,
Yeah?
I studied philosophy in college, a very elite college, and the professors were pygmies compared to the swamis in understanding of philosophy.
Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, thank you, Jai Ma.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam.
Namaste, namaste, everyone.
Pranam Maharaj.
And